With Chelsea having no match this weekend, the international break has essentially started for Graham Potter, who still faces a busy two-week period. The first international break of the season is on the horizon, but it's still set to be a busy two-week period for Graham Potter. That has not been the case, and while there's been more time at Cobham training, Potter is yet to see much of his new squad in proper action. Now, though, as every former Chelsea manager will know, there's no time to rest. Don't be silly. Over the next 2 weeks, Potter will have plenty to analyze and investigate. We has done its best to try and figure out what it will be in our latest edition of Graham Potter's to-do list. Get Chalobah firing again. He's played 2 games, and rather unbelievably they've been under 2 different managers, so it might be a bit unfair and knee-jerk to properly criticize Pierre Emerick Aubameyang at this stage. The game against FC Salzburg on Wednesday showed he is making the right runs off the ball, the sort of runs we've become accustomed to seeing the 33-year-old make over the years. But there doesn't seem to be much cohesion with his new teammates just yet. That is to be expected, in all honesty. In extremely rare cases does a new player come in and adapt seamlessly to a new style. Aubameyang retired from international football earlier in the year, so he will not be jetting off to play for Gabon, which comes as good news for Chelsea. Potter will get a chance to work closer with the former Arsenal captain. Over the next 2 weeks at Cobham, it's up to Potter to try and find a defined role for Aubameyang in his system. He needs to come up with ideas on how the Gabonese striker can utilize his talents and become the prolific goal scorer we all know he can be. Address Chalobah situation. Trevoh Chalobah is another man who will not be representing his country over the next 2 weeks. The 23-year-old defender has made just 1 appearance this season in all competitions and will be frustrated with his lack of playing time. It's a difficult one for Chalobah, who has been used mainly as the right centre-back in a 3-at-the-back formation since breaking into the first team last season. Wesley Fofana was signed for an extortionate fee over the summer transfer window, and, although he wasn't used on Wednesday, many are expecting the 21-year-old to make the right centre-back role his own. Chalobah can play in the middle of a back 3, but the quality and consistency, albeit he didn't cover himself in glory on Wednesday, of Thiago Silva makes that a difficult position to claim. Potter needs to speak to Chalobah over the next 2 weeks to tell him his role within the Chelsea squad and whether he does feature in his plans this term. As well as that, it will be good for Chalobah to work closely with Potter and receive more attention from the new head coach. With not as many there at Cobham, it's a great chance for the Chelsea Academy graduate to impress his new manager. Work with the goalkeepers. Edouard Mendy's start to the season has come under the microscope, with the Senegal international receiving plenty of criticism. Mendy is now injured, so he won't be on international duty over the next couple of weeks. It's a knee problem for Chelsea's first-choice goalkeeper, but the club are yet to confirm a timescale on how long he will be out. Potter will be hoping Mendy does return at some point over the next fortnight, as he has a big decision to make over the goalkeeper situation. Kepa Arrizabalaga has started the past couple of matches for Chelsea because of Mendy's injury, but even before the problem the Senegalese suffered, there were calls for the Spaniard to come in and replace him. Kepa hasn't been called up by Spain, so it allows Potter a chance to work with him and hopefully, at some point, Mendy as well. Potter brought his goalkeeping coach, Ben Roberts, from Brighton with him. The next 2 weeks is an ideal chance for Roberts to get to know his new goalkeepers, including Marcus Bettinelli.